butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
People are really stressed and concerned in times like these. One of the things that they're stressed about is whether or not they have food and supplies to go at home. Well, even though you might have some food, you have to remember that everyone else does. And so, it's very important to not lose sight of sharing. I've been in this neighborhood before. Oh yeah.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
Welcome to Reading Rainbow with Mr. Steve. I hope everyone is safe and sound at home. I really miss you guys. I'm welcoming you back to the Little Elie series. This is part 2. Little Elie learns to share. I really hope you enjoy this read aloud. One lovely night, Mr. and Mrs. Steve wanted to go out to a restaurant and left little Elie with his babysitter, Miss West. "We're hoping you stay out of trouble," Mom said. "Yes," added Dad. "When we come back, you better still be on green." Mom and Dad were both teachers and used their stoplight behavior system at home. "Oh, he will," said Miss West. "This night is going to be a piece of cake." Piece of cake, thought little Elie. The thought of cake makes me really hungry. While Miss West was in the kitchen, little Elie snuck into the closet and called the local pizzeria. "Yes, extra large," he whispered, "with the works." But little Elie didn't want to eat alone, so he decided to call a few of his friends. "We're going to have a pizza party," he said into the phone. "Sure, you can bring something too." A little while later, there was a knock on the door. Miss West opened the door, and to her surprise was little Cabby with a dish full of potato skins. "Little Elie, what's going on?" yelled Miss West. "Why is little Cabby here? With potato skins?" "His mom dropped him off before going out, so we didn't have to eat by ourselves," said little Elie. "Can he please stay?" "Well, I do love potato skins," admitted Miss West. Miss West brought the tray of potato skins to the table. "Can we start eating?" little Cabby asked. "Yeah, can we?" said little Elie. Miss West had a smile on her face. "How are we going to divide them?" The boys looked at each other puzzled. "Well, how many are there?" asked little Elie. 20, answered little Cabby. "I know then," said little Elie excitedly. "It's 10 for you and 10 for me." Miss West cleared her throat. "Well, how about me?" Suddenly there was a knock on the door. Miss West opened the door, and to her surprise, walked in little Shan with a dish full of wontons. Miss West yelled, "Lil Elie!" Lil Elie shrugged innocently. "Another friend?" So Miss West brought the tray of wontons to the table. Let's eat," declared Little Shan. "Can we please?" asked Little Cabby. "I'm hungry." Wait, insisted Miss West. She had a smile on her face again. "Only if we could divide them equally." The three children looked at each other. "How many are there?" asked Little Elie. 16 wontons, answered Little Shan. "And 20 potato skins," answered Little Cabby. "And 3 of us," added Little Elie. 20 potato skins and 16 wontons make 36 altogether, said Little Cabby. "And 36 pieces of food divided between 3 of us equally. That means we all get 12, said Little Shan. The 3 children cheered, and then Miss West cleared her throat. "Well, how about me?" Then suddenly there came a knock on the door. Miss West opened the door, and to her surprise walked in little Scotty and his sister, little Lisa P, with dishes full of quesadillas and empanadas. "Little Elie," Miss West yelled, "you're driving me crazy." "I don't think anyone else is coming," he replied. "And look, they brought quesadillas and empanadas." Miss West sighed and took the dishes to the table. "Are we going to eat now?" asked little Lisa P. "We're starving," added little Scotty. A slow smile crept on the face of Miss West. "How do you plan on dividing all the food?" she asked. "Equally?" asked Little Shan. "You tell me." Little Elie sighed. "Well, there are 16 wontons and 20 potato skins." "We brought 20 empanadas," said little Lisa P. "And 20 quesadillas," added little Scotty. 20 potato skins and 16 wontons made 36, said little Cabby. "And 20 quesadillas, 56, 20 empanadas, 76 pieces of food." 76 pieces of food divided between 5 of us mean we all get 15, said little Elie, "and 1 left over. That's not an equal share." They all looked up at Miss West. "No, it's not," she responded. "But how about me?" All of a sudden, there came a knock on the door. "Oh no," sighed Miss West, and in came Lil Missy with a 12-pack of diet soda and the biggest meatball anyone had ever seen. "Whoa, that is the biggest meatball ever," said Little Elie. "I know, isn't it cool?" Little Missy said. "The meatball was as big as a human head." "How do we divide it?" asked Little Cabby. "You have to divide the whole into pieces," responded Miss West. Little Missy was definitely the queen of the party, but all of a sudden came a knock. "What now?" grunted Miss West. And in came the 3 Megs. Little Meg S with a tray of cookies, Little Meg D with a big cake, and Little Meg P with ice cream. The children went wild with excitement. Poor Miss West was losing control. "Party, party, party," cried the children. Miss West had an idea. "Okay, put all the food on the table," she ordered. "If you want to have 1 bite, everything has to be divided equally." The kids groaned, but followed directions. "How much food is there?" asked Little Meg S. "Well, there are 20 potato skins," began Little Elie, 16 wontons, 20 empanadas, 20 quesadillas, and that gave us 76 pieces of food," added Little Scotty. "I brought 24 cookies," said Little Meg S. Then when we add that to the 76 pieces of food, we get 100 pieces. "There are 9 cones of ice cream," said Little Meg P. "And so add that to the 100 and we have 109 pieces of food." "Don't forget my 12 diet soda cans," said Little Missy, "and my ginormous meatball. And my cake," added Little Meg D. So the 12 cans of diet soda added to the 109 pieces of food gave us 121, said Little Cabby. How do we divide the ginormous meatball and cake? All the kids looked up at Miss West. Miss West took a knife and cut the meatball into 28 pieces. How many slices of cake do we need? She asked. Well, there are 9 kids, so we need 9 slices, answered little Elie. Miss West gave a disappointed sigh, but nonetheless cut the cake into 9 slices. After Miss West cut the cake, the kids opened up Little Shan's bag of chips. It's 22 chips, Little Shan stated. Then the children counted the total amount of food. 180 pieces of food, Little Mag said. The children organized all the food into 9 separate groups for each of the 9 children. You know, 180 can be divided into 10 groups, said Miss West. But the children were too busy to hear her. We did it, little Elie said. We each get 120 pieces. The children cheered, party! But then little Elie noticed someone didn't have any food. We didn't have any food, guys. Wait, he said. But then the phone rang. Miss West picked it up. She looked very upset. What's wrong, Miss West? Asked little Missy. My friends, Miss Lockwood, Miss D'Albert, and Miss Bell, need my help at the shelter. They may not have enough food to feed everyone there. Some people won't have anything to eat tonight? Asked little Lisa P. No, I don't think they will, worried Miss West. That's why I need you to eat your food quickly so I can go there. The children looked at each other and at their plates of food. I wonder what they're going to do. Then little Meg S. said, what about them? Miss West could not contain the smile on her face or the tear in her eye. So Miss West and all of the children brought all 180 pieces of their party food to the shelter. Thank you so much, said Miss Lockwood. Don't thank me, said Miss West. Thank these children. The children put the 20 potato skins, 16 wontons, 20 empanadas, 20 quesadillas, 12 pack of diet soda, 22 chips, 24 cookies, 9 cones of ice cream, 9 pieces of cake, and 28 pieces from the ginormous meatball on the shelter tables and ate with all the shelter residents. After the meal was done, Mr. and Mrs. Steve arrived with an extra large box of pizza. Did someone order a pizza? Joked Mr. Steve. Uh-oh, said little Elie. I'm sorry, Miss West said as she stepped in front of little Elie. The night kind of got out of hand. I should have asked before bringing little Elie here instead of just leaving a note. No, said Mrs. Steve. Thank you for sharing the experience of helping the people here with him. This is a lot of pizza for only 3 people, Mr. Steve said to little Elie. I hope you're still hungry. Little Elie looked up at Miss West and smiled. What about Miss West? He asked. Miss West laughed and gave him a big hug. Thank you, she said. The end. Well, my friends, thank you for joining me at the Reading Rainbow with Mr. Steve. I hope you can join me next time. There might be a surprise guest for the last book in the Little Elie series. Thank you and goodbye. Hey friends, thanks for joining me during my read aloud. Just an extended thought. What opportunities did little Elie have to share during the story little Elie learns to share? Now, let's think. What opportunities during this stressful time do you have to share with others around you? Thank you.